Boom, boom. This is Ken. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Azur Lane up today. So we got a couple of things to go over, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so it's 4th, so everything has cleared out in reference to the call to arms in terms of the sorties. The missions are, of course, still up. If you do look at the mission tab, you will see them. The event missions here. I've already limit broke all of the ships, so I've got the portrait frame. But these are just excess bonus levels that you can get more points if you fail to get all of the ships. But since I got all the ships and then it broke them, I didn't need to worry about it. So that's under the event tab. If you go down to a call to arms, and as you can see, I collected it right here. This is the portrait frame. All right, so let's talk about a few of the things up. So we went over the Udachi Retrofit. This is definitely something that you want. She is in 6'4". Normal, not hard, 6'4". If you want to farm for her, she's it's a low drop rate, so it's RNG. You could get her fast. You could not get her fast. Okay, so I'm going to be blunt about that. It's just like what is it, 3-4, I believe it is for Kagi and Kaga. The same, it's the same setup here for Udachi, but she is at 6'4" normal. If you want to farm for it. And they've given you something that will assist with that. We'll talk about that later. All right, next up is the cruise missions. This is a very good thing. I actually went ahead and purchased the pass to get the Fair Winds. I've purchased the Fair Winds ticket. You get these regular rewards regularly, okay? But I needed some gems, and I was going to be purchasing when this popped up. And it's got gems in it, so if you purchase it for $9.99, you can get some gems, as well as you'll get the next you get an outfit for Ark Royal, a costume for her. Where's that at? It's in here somewhere. I can't really see it from right there, but that's in there, and you get a bunch of oil. You get a bunch of really nice. There it is, right there. You get the saintly wings for that's for Ark Royal, so you can put that on her. And then you get a bunch of oil, just a bunch of really nice stuff. Okay, and it's this is a large event, and so the rewards are very generous. As you can see, there's a lot of really good stuff in there. But what's really nice about it is the fact that you get these high-end mats that are useful in doing the high-end upgrades and high-end crafting. That you can't get those. Mostly the only way to get them is really to play Operation Siren consistently. And also getting gold plates. Okay, the gold plates are the things you need to enhance your equipment past 10. Okay, that's normally that stuff is very restricted in what you can get and how you can get it. Here you're getting it just by purchasing the pack. And see, there's some more gems again. So as you can see, it's a lot more generous than you think, and then there's some bullens, more gems, as you can see. So I went ahead and purchased it because it gets me the gems plus all of the mats plus the costume for Ark Royal, so it's pretty nice. One of the things also in here is the meta for Fusu. I'm not going to discuss this. She's an epic. It's not. It's okay. It's not anything breaking. Most of the people are saying don't even focus on her. Okay, so it's just not a very good offering at this time for her. But you will get a couple copies of her if you complete the event, and you should be able to complete the event. It's a weekly event, okay, and you just basically, as you complete the weekly events, you get the rewards. Okay, so it's really easy. Today's the first day for the event for the second week, and as you can see, I've already put a serious dent in this. I'll have this finished by Wednesday or Thursday. Okay. This week 1, I can finish it at any time. I just haven't used. I want to use these on Udachi when I get her. I'm currently farming 6'4" for her. Once I get her, I'm going to use a bunch of the XP data packs to get her up, so I can start doing her retrofit. So that's why I'm holding off on using the data packs until I get her, so that they will count against this, and then I'll clear that, and that'll be week 1. And then I'll be into week 2. But yeah, this is really simple. There's nothing unusual that you have to do. Play the game, focus on your dailies and your weeklies, and you should be able to complete this. What I like to do is, like on Wednesday or Thursday, I look at it and see what am I lacking, and then I'll focus on that. But I don't really start doing that until like Wednesday or Thursday, simply because of the fact that by Wednesday or Thursday, I've pretty much cleared just about everything out. So, there's no use worrying about it until then. But I would suggest purchasing the voucher. It's in the store. And we're going to go to the shop now because there's been a lot of complaints from users and stuff about oil consumption. And they have answered that request. From now on, available every week is a pass. You should see it when you log on this morning. You probably noticed that in the packs there was a red exclamation point indicating something needs done. Well, what it was, I unfortunately don't have it because it's free, so I already purchased it. But right here in the front, there was a pack, and it's going to be free every week. And get a load of what this pack has in it, okay? It has 4,000 oil. That's right. This is weekly. 4,000 oil, 20 T1 XP data packs, 20 universal T3 plates. Those are the T3 plates. Those are the plates that you need for the upper enhancements. 80 bottles of Oxy-cola, 100 cognitive chips, and 10 high energy combat logistics plans. So this is amazing. This is an extremely, extremely generous, and it's free weekly. That's right, it's weekly. So make sure you purchase it before the weekends, because at the weekends it's just going to roll over to the next one and you'll lose that one. You can only purchase one a week, and you don't purchase it, you lose it. And it's free. So don't get confused. Okay, so you'll see the red dot, and you need to focus on this screen. It's under packs. You'll see the red exclamation point in packs, okay? And it'll be right here before this 20. You'll see it right here, and it'll say 0 gems. This will be 0. They'll show the little gem sign and then 0, okay? And that means it's free. And then just click on it and purchase it. I've already purchased it and already got the reward. So I didn't think to actually do it. I didn't realize I was going to be doing a video on today, so I'd already purchased it. But I was looking at what it gave me, and I'm like, wow, that's awesome. And I wanted to talk about this cruise mission as well. And to not panic, okay? Don't panic. This thing's going to be up until November 30th. Okay, you got plenty of time. It's not going to end, after the weeks are up. You should be able to get everything. Okay, it's really not that difficult. All right, so just focus on your dailies, and you should have to do very little in terms of what I like to call busy work, which is where you need to focus on things. But like I say, I do it every Thursday or so. I'll just take a look at Thursday and focus on whatever needs to be focused on, if anything. If you play the game as often and consistent as I do, you won't need to. I mean, if you could look at my oil right now, I have 10,000 oil. I purchased the 4,000 oil this morning. I was up to like 15,000. So, yeah, I'm back down to below. Just make sure when you do purchase the oil, try to, you want to use it as quick as you can, because of the fact that, this won't, you can't accrue any new oil inside of your oil thing right here, unless you won't be able to, once it gets to 3,000, I believe it's 3,000, you won't be able to accrue any more, so you need to clear it out. But if this is full past 11.2, then you can't clear this out, therefore you can't accrue any more oil. So you want to try to keep, I always like to keep everything moving, so that even when I'm off away from the game, it's still earning me stuff. As for the actual enhancements, you definitely want to be focusing on, my suggestion is focused on the merchant first, because you're going to need a lot of gold coins to actually get this stuff up, because 15 is the new max, so that's 5 levels. Okay, the prices are not that bad, so it's definitely something that you want to look on. And as you can see, there's really so everything's moving through free and everything's moving through good. So just a quick look here. this is the frame that you get for completing the actual event. So it's got the nice little pagoda on the side there, and that's the portrait frame that you get once you complete this event. Okay, all right. So another interesting thing is this right here. These rings are normally very expensive. They have a 2-pack for $9.80. I know it's a little bit on it, but it's really, really good deal. Other than that, the packs are pretty much the same. Okay. Haven't seen anything else, but yeah, that's what that little exclamation point under the packs was for. I know if you were thinking they just led us there because they want us to purchase something. No, it's because there is a free weekly pack. It's weekly, so it'll be back on Monday. Okay, it said starts on October 4th, which was today, and every Monday afterward, you're going to see it. Okay, it's a free weekly free support pack, so definitely want to get that. All right. Also, they after the maintenance, they've increased some of the rewards for your commissions. Okay, I'm pulling this information from the Azur Lane notice, so that's what I'm reading from. If you want to look for that, you can pull it up if you go to their page. You'll be able to see that inside of Facebook, most likely. Okay, so they're going to increase the amount of coins dropped. That's really good. A lot of people were calling about that. Over the next while, there's going to be a lot more need for coins. Coinage is going to become extremely important. So this is another way to do that. Also, make sure you do the daily that has the actual. Which one is it? Oh, let's pull the daily raids here. It's not this one. This one offers you a few coins. Okay, but it's not. There's another one. Right here, numerous. Okay, so always make sure that you went, and like I say, complete these. Once you complete it once, you only have to do it once. You can quick battle it afterwards. Don't be discouraged. These are not easy. Okay, these new ones that they put out, they're not easy. You're going to need a high-end fleet to do it because they will just mow you down. Very serious in terms of, but you can continue to do your other ones, but you want to do this one because you get the gold enhancement plates. So this is the one you want to do, of course. And of course, remember to always focus on the daily one. This one right here, this is up daily. You got to do this because this gets your cognitive arrays that you need to take your ships up to 125. Okay, so that's what you want to do that. So you can get 9 of those a day because you can run it 3 times. All right, so that's good in terms of that. Second, the mystery nodes in Chapter 9 and above will adjust to only control extra ammo or an emergency repair. So the mystery nodes were before when you could do it, you get multiple types of stuff. A lot of it really wasn't very good. Now they've got just ammo and an emergency repair. So basically, it's a way to to continue in and get more out of it by making it available inside of the actual event. So you can get it; it give you more ammo or a repair kit. So that's pretty nice. Okay, and there's going to be an oil consumption cap. What's this trash keep telling me? I already got it once. Oh, I keep snoozing it. An oil consumption cap is added to auto search mode for main campaign, hard mode, and event maps, which will reduce the amount of oil being consumed if the fleet's oil cost exceeds the cap. Okay? So basically, if you hit the cap, I've never hit the oil consumption cap before, but if you do hit it right now, it's added to auto search. It was not in auto search before, but now I guess it's in auto search. I'm not too uppy on what that means because I've never actually hit the oil consumption cap before. But it's now added to auto search mode. Okay? And in the future, they're going to have future event maps will require fewer tries for clearing. Okay, so I assume that means the amount of sorties inside of the actual. For instance, in an event map, you'll have. You have to kill the boss, of course, defeat the boss, but then you'll have you have to kill all enemies, what that means is you have to completely clear the board once, no matter how many. Usually it's like 10. All 10 ships you have to completely clear it and then kill the boss. And then at the end is well, let me see. The middle one is actually a number of times. Like you have to kill 40 enemy. You have to clear 40. A number of sorties have to be done, a certain number, and then the last one is to completely clear one of it. That means you have to kill all enemies at least once to get that third star. So I assume what they're going to be doing is require fewer tries for clearing. Some of the maps, especially when you get into C1, C2, C3, D1, D2, D3, you can clear it once. For instance, let's use C1 as an example. Okay, C1, when you clear it once completely, it'll say 50% done. Okay, then you have to do it again, and then you can clear it completely. You can clear. It usually takes 2 tries because it usually takes like 15 kills in the center. It's 15 sorties. So you usually need to do it twice to get the 15 sorties. The problem is some of the higher end, you have to run it like 4 or 5 times before you have a chance to complete it. Because it'll go 20% first time, 40%, 60%, 80%. So you have to go through that. You must do it 5 times to complete it. I assume what that means is they're going to lower this, so maybe it'll only be like 3 or 4 times instead of having big ones out there. Maybe all of them will be 3, or something like that. We'll have to see. What I do is I just pace myself. The first time I come to an event stage, I just clear it completely to get rid of that that third star, which is kill all enemies on the map. So so by the time I've completed the first try, I've got the first star and the third star. Now the second star in the center is where you have to kill 30, 40, 50 enemies, however many enemies it is. And then I pace myself on how many times I need to do it, because I have to run it a certain amount of times to get it to 100% before it will open up the next map. And then I just divide that. So I need to know it came up with 20, so I know I need to do it. Like say it come up with 25 or 30, I know I need to do it. 33 or something like that, or 25. I need to do it 3 or 4 more times, and I need to kill a total of 40 enemies, and 31 are left, or 29 are left. So I divide that 4 into 20, and that's how many I kill each time I go through. So on the last run, right when I finish it up right on that last run and kill the boss, and that's just the way I do it to make it more efficient. So this is going to be changing in the future event maps, I guess. It's going to require fewer tries for clearing, which means you'll be able to complete these events quicker, which is always a good thing. Less time spent means more time to do other things within the game that you might want to be focusing on. Okay, and then the amount of coins available for purchase in the splash shop for Operation Siren will be increased. Okay, so that's pretty good. Coins are big. You need coins. These are your coins right here. Okay, so in Operation Siren, there will be supply shop, and you can purchase coins. So snooze it one more time. So that's what you need to focus on. All right. So that's a really, really, really good. It's amazing. The devs are just so amazing in this game. I mean, that's when that Fair Winds trade thing came up, and I saw what it was offering. In any other game, I would have just said, nope, not going to do it, ignore it. Even in Bleach or Mortal Soul, I would have ignored it. I would ignore it in Destiny Child. I play Soul Land Reloaded. I would have ignored it. But when it pops up in Azur Lane, I look at it, analyze it. If it's a good deal, I have no problems at all of spending a little money to support this game, because it's an awesome game. The devs love this game. This game's going to be around for a long time. Okay, there's a lot of people playing this game, and there's a lot of people that support this game, and the devs know, and they're so fast with this response, because we were talking about all the UR ships, how there wasn't, if you putting out a full UR team can be over, you can have about 100 oil, You know, and you need to be running. You see, here's the problem, and what was causing the problem was the fact that they got these. This is what caused the problem. The lecture hall. Okay, you need to be using ships that are fully limit broke and above 100 to actually accrue the proficiency inside of this. So you need to start using those ships. So people wanted to start using their nice ships just because they want to use their nice ships to do stuff because they like them. They got the costumes on them and they're cool. I'd love to watch FDG just pop open and annihilate somebody. It's cool, but she costs a lot of oil. So you want to use her, but it's like, oh, I gotta watch my oil. And in events like in this event, I was down to less than 1,000 oil in the evening one time. So it wasn't a problem because I had a few things saved up in mail that I could use. I used 2 of them to give myself about 4,000 more oil to get me caught back up. And then I hit the 30,000 cap for the shop. I've got everything in the shop. Okay, everything I wanted. I got all the blueprints, both the general blueprints and the special blueprints. I got the gun. I got all the parts. Okay, so I got everything I needed. Okay, I actually purchased some coins, which I've never done before, just because I needed some coins. Because what happened was, because they reduced the experience level needed from taking a ship up to 120. So you might have noticed, and if you didn't notice, check a lot of your ships because they might need awakened. Okay, a lot of ships jumped up a level or 2 overnight, and if they were right on the cusp, they might already need to be awakened. So I went through and checked. I had like 5 ships I needed to awaken. I'm not lying. I had a bunch of ships right at 99. Bam. Went into need to awaken them. I had a couple at 104. Bam. Went into 105. Needed to awaken them. So that's why I don't have much oil left right now. It's because I had a lot of ships that I had to awaken a day or 2 ago. All right. So that's, yeah. So I was full almost. Now that should tell you. I mean, I must have probably spent about 5,000 to 6,000 cognitive chips and a bunch of oil, because it's like $4 grand each time you awaken one of the ships. So there were a lot of ships I needed to awaken, and I got them all done. I finished them up today. I did some yesterday and some today because, as I said, I was running low on oil, which really bites because I wanted to put that oil, that coins toward the actual leveling up one of my actual hauls here, but it is what it is. So, yeah, but that's what happened. So, this is going to be that. So there is ways. The oil. This should do it. This is 4,000 extra oil a week. That's got me good. Okay, that won't be any problem. I'll use it, and I'll gladly use it. I'm just going to keep. I'm focusing on 6.4 right now. It's been really tough trying to get a team, trying to get 3 or 4 ships to actually do it consistently. Not a problem anymore. I can do it easily. I can do it pretty easy. I can do it very easy with 4 ships. I'm trying to do 3 just for oil consumption issues because I run it over and over and over. I probably run it about 30 times, 40 times in the last several days, simply because the retrofit popped up. And I'm going to have her actual unit. I'm going to have the actual item that's needed, the ale, to actually do it, so may as well do it. It also makes her a very, very good ship. Makes her one of the top cruisers out there, so you definitely want to do that. But yeah, so I need to get her first. So I've been farming it pretty heavy, and I'm going to farm it again this evening. I've not, just to look, I've used about 3,000 or 4,000 oil, and I have not really focused on running it yet today. So that's just how fast I can burn oil. If I'm not paying attention. But yeah, so that's where we're at. But I wanted to do a video on that. So you'll see the red exclamation at shop. Okay, then you'll see it on packs. Okay, and you have to look. When I first saw it, I was like, okay, I'm in packs. Okay, it's showing all this new stuff. Okay, I'm like, new. Okay, where's the red exclamation? There was no red exclamation on the actual box. up there, and I'm like, what is it? I'm just not seeing it. Okay, and then finally I noticed that at the beginning there was one and it had the gem sign, but the gem sign said 0, and I'm like, oh, so, and I noticed it said weekly pack. The exact name, I think the exact name should be the weekly free support pack is what it's called, and it'll be for 0 gems, and buy it is free. Okay, and it's going to be weekly, so every week that'll be up there. So make sure you claim it before the week ends so you don't lose it, because you're not going to have 2 next week. It'd still just be 1. So if you don't claim it 1 week, you lost 4,000 oil, 20 T1 XP data packs, 20 universal T3 plates, 80 bottles of cola, 100 cognitive chips, and 10 high efficiency complex juicing plans, and that's a lot of free stuff to give up. All right, so make sure you get in there and claim that, and ship on, because we got some stuff. Events, there's really not anything interesting going on, except for the trade, the fair wins. Okay, but like I say, just focus on that. You'll complete that. There's nothing specific you have to do. Get Mashishio. Mashishio, if you don't have her, just a quick look. If you look inside of the actual build, inside of the light, yeah, there she is right there. Okay, so if you're needing her, and I do need her, I do not have her, was upset that I did not have her, but you can build her, possibly get a good chance to build. So build on the light. I mean, don't go ahead and go hog wild, because it costs coins, which are in short supply right now, but you can possibly get her inside of the build for the light pool. She's been added to the standard build pool, so she is now a standard ship inside of the build pool, so you can get her here. All right, and you should already have the outfit for her if you're playing the game. It was a really simple outfit to get. All right, so that's all I got. Just want to let you know about that weekly data pack, and yeah, I have yep, I bought the fair trade wins, so for $9.99. I would accept anybody. This, if you want to spend a little bit to help out the devs, it'll be much appreciated, because man, they are just, this was so fast, that not more than a few days of complaints, and people asking about, to get the proficiency and having to use high-end ships, and the people who wanted to use their nice ships, all these URs, you got Shinanos, you got your your DR ships, and you've got now ship costs. I mean, you've got all these UR ships that they're giving us, and they cost so much oil that it's really, you really can't use them if you want to do efficient farming. But at the same time, you want to use them, otherwise they just sit in the dock and they don't do anything. So now, okay, they're going to do this, and they're going to have this data pack. So it's very, very, very helpful in terms of for those people who need to farm. For starting out the game, to want to get up there, as well as people like me who like to farm for specific ships, doing specific stuff. And now I'll have to be a little bit less. I'll start letting my big guns out every now and then. Maybe I'll throw FDG in on when I'm farming some of the higher end. I'm going to have to start farming in 10 here pretty soon for one of the ships from the Sakura Empire. I can't remember which one it's called. Is it Inazuki? No, it's not Inazuki. I can't remember. Jinsu, maybe? No, I can't remember what it's called. But I need to start farming her after Udachi and 6-4. So I'm going to need to have a little bit, you're going into story mode 10, even if it is normal. You're going to need a little bit higher powered ship. So it'll be a much easier to formulate an efficient team to farm that. All right. So again, thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Once you're subscribed, you'll see a bell. If you click on that, you get notified each time I drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the video, as it does help the channel immensely. So this is Kenra coming at you from the corner, signing out.